Hi guys, I wanted to revisit our last assignment that was assigned before the break because going through your work that you submitted, it's clear that I didn't cover enough of the different scenarios. So I want to go ahead and give you this summary sheet today and then go over the problem that I assigned to you on April 2nd. And then give you a new problem to work on. Okay, so here's a summary sheet of all the different types of claims and how each scenario plays out in terms of whether it's a two-tail test or if it's a left tail or right tail test. And on top of that, what's the null hypothesis and alternate, and where the claim goes. And this will determine what you do in step 7, which is write a conclusion about your claim. Okay, so far we started out in the very beginning with the claim where proportion of people who will do something is 60%, so equal to 0.6. And that ends up with a complement that is not equal to. Null hypothesis is always equal to, and that happens to be equal to the claim. And then alternate hypothesis takes the complement. And here is when I say two-tail test, that means where's the rejection area? Where's the shaded area for rejecting the null hypothesis? And that is where we look for if the test statistic is in these rejection areas. Okay, so this is a two-tail test because if you step through the logic, we're trying to test whether null hypothesis is, quotes, true or not. And if the null hypothesis, if we want to reject the null hypothesis, meaning we don't believe that is true, that means by default we're believing that H1, the alternate hypothesis, is true. And in that case, alternate hypothesis in this case is P is not equal to. That means we reject the null hypothesis, or the alternate hypothesis is true if it's too small or too large. So the quick way to think about this is the picture of the rejection area it comes from the alternate hypothesis, because that's where what gives you, if the alternate hypothesis is true, then we reject the null. So in this case, if P is not equal to 0.6, then it's too small or too large. Okay. Again, number 2, the claim is different, but still my alternate hypothesis is P is not equal to 0.6, and it's a two-tail test. Claim in this case is in the alternate. Number 3. This is at least 60%. So percent of people who will go to medical school or join a general practice is at least 60%, that is greater than or equal to. Complement is less than. Null hypothesis is always equal, so that belongs to the claim. And alternate hypothesis then is the complement, which is less than, equal to, and the rejection area follows the alternate hypothesis, which is less than, so it goes to the left side, left tail. It's on the left, and that takes all of alpha, significance level. We don't have to split the alpha in two. Okay, going number 4. This is the one that I assigned on last Thursday, or on 4-2. This is greater than 60%, and null hypothesis equal to, and this should be a right tail test. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to continue in the next video.